Hello students, in the previous class we studied about different diseases and different types of immunity. Today in this video we are going to learn about vaccination and immunization. This vaccination and immunization is based on the principle of memory. You know, in acquired immunity, when antigens enter into our body produces antibodies, and our body, it remembers the antigen, that is pathogen. The same pathogen, second time when it attacks our body recognizes this antigen quickly and it produces an army of antibodies to protect our body against the antigens. So our body, it remembers. That is memory. That is the main principle behind this vaccination and immunization. So first, this vaccination is vaccine is produced. It is a protein that is inactivated or weakened pathogen. It is injected into the body and then our body produces antibodies. This is the first time we are injecting the vaccine into the body. So our body produces antibodies. And then these antibodies, they neutralize the effect of antigen, that is pathogen, and also they produce memory B and memory T lymphocytes. And when our body is exposed to the same antigen second time, then what happens? Our body recognizes this antigen quickly and it produces more number of antibodies. That is, massive production of antibodies happens. And these antibodies, they fight against the antigen and they will not allow the antigen to infect our body. This is the main principle in vaccination. Another case, if a person is infected with some deadly microbes to which quick immune response is required, as in tetanus, we need to directly inject the performed antibodies or antitoxin. Even in cases of snake bites, the injection which is given to the patients contain performed antibodies against the snake venom. And this type of immunization is called passive immunization. Here we inject vaccine into our body and our body produces antibodies. But here, can you see the difference? Here we inject the antibodies directly into the body because we need quick response and our body should be protected from the deadly microbes. So we inject directly the antibodies, and this type of response is known as passive immunization. And then examples for tetanus and for snake bites we give antitoxins. Okay. And then for this immunization program, to immunize the children or immunize the people, we need more amount of vaccines. How can we produce that much vaccine? Nowadays, biotechnology helps us to produce more this vaccine by rDNA technology. rDNA technology means recombinant DNA technology. This recombinant DNA technology, we use bacteria and yeast. There is a antigen polypeptide of pathogen, that is, this vaccine is prepared in bacteria and yeast by rDNA technology in large scale. For example, hepatitis B vaccine is produced from yeast by this rDNA technology. Next, shall we move on to another topic that is also related to our immunity, that is allergies. When we go to a new place, suddenly without any reason we sneeze and also wheezing happens. And when we go away from that place, immediately, automatically this wheezing and sneezing stops. Why? What is the reason? Because of the presence of some pollens or some mites in the environment. This response of our body to the substances present in the environment is called allergy. That is, this response is exaggerated response. This exaggerated response of the immune system to certain antigens present in the environment is called allergy. So what is allergy? Exaggerated response of the immune system to certain antigens, that is pollens or mites present in the environment is allergy. And these substances, these pollen grains and then mites, these substances to which allergic response is produced are allergens. These substances that produce allergy in our body are allergens. Nothing. It is very easy. And then antibodies are produced for this allergy inside our body. Antibodies are IgE. Some examples for allergens are mites in the dust, pollens, and animal dander. And what are the symptoms when we get allergy? Then some symptoms happens in our body. What are these symptoms? Sneezing, watery eyes, running nose, difficulty in breathing. These are the symptoms of allergy. And this allergy is due to the release of some chemicals like histamine and serotonin. And these chemicals are released or secreted from mast cells. And then if we want to know whether our body is allergic to any substances, any allergens, what we do, the doctors, they inject a small amount of these allergens into the body and they study the response of our or the reaction of our body to that allergen. And then they find out our body is allergic to such allergens. Drugs like antihistamine, adrenaline and steroids are given to reduce the symptoms of allergy. So the drugs that are given to reduce the symptoms of allergy are antihistamine, adrenaline and steroids. In modern day lifestyle has resulted in lowering of immunity. So nowadays the immunity is reduced in our body and more sensitivity to the allergens. Our body becomes more sensitive to the allergens. More and more children in metro cities of India, they suffer from allergies and asthma due to sensitivity to the environment. This is due to the protected environment provided in early stages of life. Our next topic is autoimmunity. This is also related to immunity. We know the memory-based acquired immunity is evolved in higher vertebrates. So our body can differentiate self cells and foreign cells. We know due to acquired immunity, our immune system can differentiate body cells and other foreign particles. But we don't know, due to some genetic disorders or maybe due to some reason, unknown reason, we don't even know, our body attacks our own cells. This results in the damage of our body and is called autoimmune disease. Often our immune system, it identifies the foreign particles and attacks the foreign particles. It will not allow the foreign particles to enter into our body. But it is just opposite of this one. Our immune system, it attacks our cells, attacks our cells, and it damages our body. The well-known example for this autoimmune disease is rheumatoid arthritis, which affects many people in our society. Thank you, students.